Hi there, Ethereal Souls. It's another pick a card reading for you all. And for today's topic, we are going to be asking the question, what are you overcoming soon? And watch out because at the end of each reading, I have prepared some breakthrough cards as well. They're also very detailed. So for our options, we have here 3 beautiful crystals, and I will flex it to you one by one. Let's begin with group number 1. This is a Sunstone elephant carving. Really beautiful and heavy. I love Sunstone. This is also a great crystal for business, by the way. It helps to attract abundance. There you go. So that is an elephant carving of Sunstone crystal. That's for group 1. Now for group 2. This is a huge Polychrome Jasper palm stone. Very beautiful. There you go. And then finally for group number 3, this is a fire quartz and golden healer bracelet mix. Some they call it rainbow fire quartz. So it's a combination of 2 powerful crystals. Oh, look at that flash. There you go. Those are the 3 options. Take a look. And then if you still needed more time, feel free to pause the video. And then once you're ready, click on the timestamps below. Welcome to your reading, group number 1. You have chosen this really cute Sunstone elephant carving. Let's actually put it here. There you go. And we are going to be asking the question, what are you overcoming next? Spirit guides, archangels, and angels, please provide some guided messages for the collective we chose, group number 1. You have here 7 of Wands. Next you have Page of Wands. The High Priestess. Ten of Swords. Ace of Wands. And wow, you got 6 of Wands. Bottom of the deck, you have Ace of Pentacles. Wow, you have 2 aces. And aces, they're all about new starts, new beginnings. So here's what I'm seeing, group number 1. To the question, what are you overcoming next? The strongest, honestly, it's the words self-doubt. So I'm really picking that up on the first spread. Although we are still going to be pulling up a lot of cards for this reading, but for some of you, there's really something about self-doubt. And if you're resonating with that, in which you have been kind of like second-guessing yourself, or you're doubting yourself, I'm even hearing something specific in which you might be actually trying to manifest something, or you're working hard for something, but since you're not yet seeing the results, it's like you really wanted to throw the white towel, or you're actually on the verge of giving up. Some of you are not feeling passionate anymore because of you're not getting exactly what you're trying to manifest, or you're kind of like frustrated as well that it's not turning out the way that you expected it to be. So for some of you, that's what you will be overcoming next. There's something about self-doubt, and this is actually you finally regaining back your confidence. That's what I heard when I saw the Six of Wands. You're feeling more passionate with the Ace of Wands, more inspired. And Seven of Wands is a card of endurance. This is a fighter card. So despite of the challenges that you're faced with, and just because you are actually not yet achieving that specific desire or goal, it doesn't mean that you have to give up entirely. Okay, so you'll have the courage to continue fighting. That's more of like what I'm hearing. So not only are you going to be overcoming self-doubt or lack of confidence with yourself, but it's also fear as well. For others of you, past hurts or wounds, that's also what I'm getting with this Ten of Swords, all right? Some of you, I'm hearing around self-sabotage. So those are the powerful messages that I'm actually hearing based on the first set of cards. Also, I'm hearing, especially got the Six of Wands. This is actually a great card to get. It's a sign that you're really moving forward from the past, okay? You're not looking back anymore, which is why you got two aces. Like what I said, aces, they're all about new starts or new beginning. So you're overcoming past hurts, disappointments, or frustration for others of you. Let's see, what else? What are you overcoming next, group number 1? Oh yeah, definitely something around emotional wounds, hurts from the past, because you got the 4th chakra, which is also the heart chakra in reverse. So there's definitely healing happening here, clearing up any blockages around that chakra. Let's see what else. Your commitment is being tested. And then crown chakra. Wow, 2 chakras. I'm also hearing something around spiritual disconnection. Okay, so if this is something that you've been struggling with recently, or what you've been experiencing or feeling, then yeah, that's what you will be overcoming next as well. In which, for some of you, it will be around healing past wounds or heart blockages that prevents you from welcoming love into your life. That's also what I'm hearing. Others of you might be feeling as if that you are kind of like disconnected from everyone else, or others of you, it's spiritual disconnection, just like what I said. So there's something about the word faith. I keep on hearing that as well. And doubt. So, like what I said, on the first set of cards that I pulled up, for others of you, it's self-doubt. Others of you, lack of faith. That's what you are also going to be overcoming, in which you are going to be feeling more empowered as well, and more connected not only to yourself, but as well as to spirit. Let's pull up more. Commitment. Which is interesting, because you got your commitment is being tested, and then you got commitment. Exactly. Oh, wow. This is exactly what I was just talking about at the very start. Now we got something around manifestation. And it's going to be different for each and every one, of course, since it's a general collective reading. Freedom. Okay. So here's what I'm hearing based on these 3 cards. Let's start off with commitment, okay? For some of you, it's not necessarily around partnerships, but it can be. We'll get to that later on. But this is a commitment to yourself. Because earlier there was a message around somebody who chose this pile is losing faith in themselves, or they're beginning to doubt themselves just because they're not yet seeing their desired result, or what you have been hoping for, or what you have been manifesting. So there's really something around that, okay? So you will be staying committed to your goals, to yourself, having more patience as well with yourself is what I'm hearing. And with a manifestation card, well, like what I said, manifestation is going to be different for each and every one. But that's what you will be overcoming soon. Something around losing hope, okay, or doubt. Instead, you are going to be continuing to push forward. Is more like what I'm hearing from Spirit, instead of easily throwing out the white towel. Okay. That's what I'm hearing when I saw this manifestation card. For the freedom, for some of you, again, like what I said, you're freeing yourself from the past or letting go of what no longer serves you. So that's what you'll be overcoming, whatever that is, because it's going to be different for each and every one. For some of you, it can be overcoming unhealthy habits or freeing yourself from unhealthy attachments. It can also be toxic partnerships or anything, like what I said, that's no longer serving you. There's also something about uniqueness when I saw this card. Why? Because all of the birds over here, they're flying to the same direction. It's only this bird who's actually different. Okay? So there's something about believing in yourself, not following the crowd. As long as you're trusting yourself that you're being led to the right path or direction, that's also what I'm hearing. Okay? So there's really something about honoring your uniqueness, that your journey is not exactly the same with others. There's also something about comparison, because that's what I'm hearing. Because again, all the birds here, they're flying the same direction, same path. Only this bird over here is alone, okay? So that's also what I'm hearing for others of you. That's what you'll be overcoming next. Let's try to pull up more. What else, Spirit? You have Knight of Earth, Five of Fire. Okay, yeah. And then Knight of Water. Okay. So again, like what I said, there's really something about not giving up. Okay? So if you are resonating with, you are on the verge of giving up on life or what you're trying to manifest, and just because it's not there yet, it doesn't mean that you won't achieve it, all right? So there's something about patience, especially got the Earth over here, or the Knight of Earth. The Knight of Earth is somebody's actually slow, but he's after stability and security, or something around steadiness. So I'm just really getting that for some of you guys, that you will have the courage to continue to push forward, or to continue to move forward, instead of, just giving up. I keep on getting that for group number 1. That's what you'll be overcoming. Five of Fire can talk about conflicts. So whether this is internal or external struggle. So for some of you, that's what you will be overcoming next as well. Or any competition, which is quite interesting, because that's what I also sense when I saw this freedom card. Like there's something about comparison. I said that too, right? Prior to pulling up these cards. And Five of Fire can talk about competition as well. So for some of you, that's what you will be overcoming. Either you are just basically going to be releasing yourself from any sort of rat race, right? And then you're honoring your own personal path. That's also what I'm getting. And then for others of you, what you are also going to be overcoming next had something to do with trying to chase something that is not really aligned for you, okay? I don't know, I'm suddenly hearing that. Whatever that is, whether it's around partnerships that you thought is best for you or is okay for you, or it can be something else. Because I keep on hearing the word chase. It's like you're no longer chasing, you're attracting, which is good. All right, let's pull up more. What are you overcoming next, group number 1? Oh, wow. Another ace for you guys. You keep on getting aces, which is beautiful. And you have love begins. And by the way, for others of you, since you got your commitment is being tested, and then you got commitment, I'm suddenly hearing two messages right now from Spirit before I pull up another card. Somebody who chose this pile, you're already in a committed relationship. So whether this is your boyfriend, your girlfriend, or even your spouse, okay? And you might be going through some challenges within your relationship. And if that's the case, that's what you will be overcoming next. There's going to be peace. For some of you, I'm hearing that you might be finally letting go of either an unhealthy connection. It doesn't have to be love or romantic, okay? It can be, anything that is unhealthy, or you will be overcoming it, or the both of you and your partner will be overcoming the struggles or the challenges or any misunderstanding as well, because fire can talk about misunderstanding or fights. So I keep on hearing the word peace as well here with this card. And then another message that came through is that what you will also overcome, like what I said, it's you finding yourself. Okay, you will be overcoming any doubts that you have the tendency to kind of like settle for something less. I don't know, I'm suddenly hearing that right now, and you're becoming whole and complete on your own. That's also what I'm hearing all of a sudden. Oh my gosh, I even used the word chase earlier. What the freak? Wow. Oh my gosh, crazy synchronicity. So yeah, I said something earlier, if we can go back, because that's what I'm hearing from Spirit. Somebody who chose this pile, it's like you're chasing for something, like you really wanted it to happen. Some of you, it's around love and partnerships, okay? And you're kind of like feeling frustrated because of you're still not getting what you want when it comes to that partnership or when it comes to that special person in your mind, all right? So I'm hearing again from Spirit that you're done chasing. That's what you'll be overcoming. Like you don't have to chase everything. And you will allow things to just, naturally come towards you instead. That's why I said something about you're no longer chasing, you're attracting. Okay, whether it's love, money, or something else. Because again, it's a general reading. And then for others of you, I keep on hearing the word escapism. Because this card can also talk about running away from something instead of facing reality. Okay, so for some of you, that's what you will also be overcoming. I also heard loneliness when I saw this image of the lone wolf. So only take what applies, because suddenly I'm hearing messages not only based on the meaning of the cards, but whenever I see an image, there are suddenly words or messages coming through from Spirit. Okay, let's pull up 3 cards from this deck. What are you overcoming soon? Group number 1. Oh my gosh, no freaking way. Oh my gosh. Crazy. I said something about running away from the truth or escapism. It says here, avoidance, right? There you go. Refusing to face reality. My gosh, I just said that. You saw me shuffle, you guys. I cannot make this up. Whoa. There's 178 cards from this deck. I can't believe this. I think it's 178, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, whoa. Crazy. And it also says here, fear-based thinking. And that was also the message at the very start of the reading. You will have the courage or the confidence to overcome, fear. So for some of you, that's going to be the case, which is good. And then again, there's something about facing reality instead of running away from it or escaping it. That was so strong. Oh gosh. Let's actually try to pull up 2 more cards. There you go. Oh, this is nice. Congratulations. I love this for you. Let's start off with the old card. So for some of you, what you are overcoming next, it's some cycles, you know, some repeating cycles or loops. And finally, you are breaking free from it, whatever that is for you, as this is a general reading. And that repetitive, you know, cycle or loop has drained your energy for some of you, or it actually made you feel exhausted. I even heard the words emotional exhaustion, okay? It's like you're really bone tired from it. So finally, you're breaking free from that, or you're overcoming something that kept on repeating over and over for you. Either some of you are still stuck in the past. That's why, if you notice, you got the Six of Wands at the very start of the reading. And if you also notice, group number 1, you have a lot of cards around aces. So, aces is all about new start or new beginning. So this is my powerful confirmation that for some of you, you're no longer going to be stuck in the past. You're more than ready now to move forward. Okay? So what will you be overcoming next? It's being stuck. Something around stagnation. All right? And some patterns or cycles, whether it's family patterns, generational trauma, whatever it is, as this is a general reading. But the point is, you're finally getting unstuck from that. And you're ready to move forward. There's going to be movement for you. I love that you got the fishing pole. So what you will be overcoming next is also the word dependency for some of you. You're learning to rely on yourself. It's not to say that you don't need help or support from anyone, but you're learning now to stand on your own feet, to trust in yourself. So there's really something about that. Self-reliance, independence, but this is also a card around self-improvement, which is good. So I'm glad to see this card, because for some of you, you might be kind of like losing faith in yourself, or you're beginning to doubt yourself, or you're kind of like, I don't know, paralyzed by fear. But the fact that you got something around self-improvement, that's great. You're really going to be, you know, breaking free from that habit, or you're finally, you know, breaking free from any of these, you know, things that we have uncovered that is actually kind of like keeping you stuck. All right? You're learning, or you're beginning to see for yourself that you're actually capable. Okay? And that you have the potential to accomplish whatever that is for you. For some of you, you're ready to finally explore. You might be kind of like stuck on a particular habit. I keep on hearing the word rut. So old habits or something. But this card is also talking about exploration. So it's like you're embracing the Page of Wands now. You're ready to try out new and exciting things. If this is something around partnerships, I'm hearing that right now, to be quite honest. Maybe, and it's only normal that you are really holding on to that specific interest or love interest, but you're probably in a situationship with that person, but nothing is happening, you know? And maybe, you know, at first it's like you're trying to avoid the truth. And that is because, of course, you still wanted this person. And it's only normal, all right? But eventually you are going to be seeing the truth for what it is, and you are going to be helping yourself to finally get yourself unstuck, instead of putting your life on hold, waiting for that person, let's just say, to make a move towards you. And instead, be more open to explore, all right? Because you deserve happiness. You deserve love. That's why you got the Ace of Cups, okay? So, somebody needed to hear that message as well. Signs here, we have Pisces, Virgo, and Libra. Let's pull up more. What are you overcoming next or soon? Yeah. Oh my gosh. I love this reading so much. The synchronicities are just so powerful. What does it say? Self-worth. Exactly. There you go. And congratulations. Strong Libra, by the way. So somebody's a Libra, or you may have Libra in your chart. So balance. You're regaining your balance as well. You're knowing your worth now instead of settling for less. For some of you, it can be work, by the way. That's also what I'm hearing. You may be staying in a job where you're overworked, because that's what I'm hearing all of a sudden. But you're getting less of what you truly deserve. I don't know what's that for, okay? But, yeah. For others of you, it can be conflict, whether it's internal, just like what I said earlier when I saw the Five of Wands, whether it is internal or external struggles or conflict. And it says here, abuse and pain. Oh, wow. And then hard work and physical activity. Let's start off with abuse and pain as one of the keywords from this whip card. So, whatever form of abuse, okay? But I'm really happy for you that you're finally breaking free from that. And that is because you're learning, you're realizing that this is not what you truly deserve, okay? Whether it's physical abuse or anything that caused you a lot of pain, whether this is also something that you have inflicted as well in yourself, because that's what I'm suddenly hearing from Spirit. And then hard work, exactly, because I heard something around overworked or being overworked. Like you're working hard for something, but it's like you're not really paid according to what you've worked hard for. So yeah, let's try to pull up more. What are you overcoming next? Oops, health. Okay, so for some of you, could be health issues, all right? That's what you will be overcoming next. And health is very general. It can be physical health, mental health, emotional, or spiritual. But that's the point, okay? That's what you will be overcoming next. For others of you, it can be overcoming unhealthy addictions or, like what I said earlier, some habits that are also detrimental to your health. Oh my gosh. Definitely there's something around health or healing. Look at that. Heal the ouch. Then he got health. And then he got gentle gardener. So yeah, very specific around mental, okay? Because gentle gardener can talk about thoughts. What are you planting in your mind? Okay? So I also heard something around loneliness or depression. So if you are resonating with that, I'm very happy that you're finally, overcoming that soon. So you'll be overcoming any mental stress or any feelings of stress, anxiety. Some of you, if you are more of like resonating with overthinking, I'm also hearing that as well. All right. You're learning how to become more gentle with your thoughts or with yourself. Heal the ouch. Again, whether it's physical healing, which is similar to this health card, physical, mental, emotional, or spiritual. Others of you, it's wounds from the past, because that's what I actually heard and what I saw as well at the very start of the reading. If you can still remember group number 1, you have the Ten of Swords. Ten of Swords is the most amount of pain that anyone could ever, feel. So for some of you, it can also be betrayal, okay? But the point is, you're overcoming that, you're healing from it, and you're ready to move forward. And by doing so, you're giving yourself permission to experience peace. Okay? So, let's see. What else? Receptivity. Now, before I pull up another card, I'm sharing a very strong message with this receptivity. For some of you, what you will be overcoming next, it's something around over giving, okay? And I can resonate with that. Sometimes I'm still challenged by it because I'm a very giving person. And I feel that somebody who chose this pile, that could be a struggle. You might be investing so much of your time, money, energy into something, and if it's a relationship or it's actually a connection, perhaps that person or those individuals are taking more from you, which is leaving you, feeling depleted. So that's why there's something around balance as well. You'll be overcoming that habit of overgiving or overextending yourself is also what I'm hearing as well from Spirit just now. What you're after now, it's balance. And balance is the key in life, all right? Balance is very, very important. Otherwise, you would be really feeling, like what I said, depleted. So let's see, what else? creation, body and soul. So yeah, there's really something around healing, because dragonfly can also be associated with healing. Okay. There's also something about being more flexible and adaptable to a particular situation instead of being resistant. So for some of you, overcoming resistance is also what I'm hearing from Spirit, and learning how to become much more flexible. Because we see here this blueprint. So there's something about like creation of something new, all right, instead of just being stuck over the past. Either coming up with new ideas or trying out something else, just like what I heard earlier. And that's why I got something about flexibility. Like you're not just stuck over one particular thing, right? You're ready to explore. You're ready to try out something else new. I'm also getting something around self-love, really. So I feel what you will be overcoming is you sabotaging yourself, thinking less of yourself, all right, for some of you. And that's why I got something about receptivity, because perhaps in the past, I'm hearing the word neglect. Like you're neglecting your own needs. You're always just giving everything else away, okay? But you're not receiving as much. So, wow, I didn't expect that this reading would have so many messages flowing through. So anyway, let's try to pull up another one. What else, Spirit? Oh, he got 2 cards. Let's read it. You have Helper of Emotion, and it says, romance blooms, and you find yourself falling in love. Gifts of flowers, love letters, and poems read aloud, are all in your future. Marriage proposals, weddings, and past life connections are possible. Someone new who is romantic, dreamy, and emotional may enter your life. I cannot make this up. Wow, and do you still remember Ace of Cups? So somebody who chose this pile, there's really someone new entering your life. And I feel that this connection is much more balanced. Perhaps you have to go through some healing first, because I really heard something about self-love. And then you also got a self-worth card. So if you have been doing that, it's going to be paying off, all right? So this is beautiful. I love that for you. And then you got number 5, embrace those around you. This is a time of great spiritual growth for you. This is a Hierophant, I believe. Making it even more important to surround yourself with those who love and share your beliefs. Be willing to accept help from others. You could find comfort in traditional solutions, or your heart may long to try out new ideas. So again, there's really something about being flexible, trying out new ideas instead of just being fixated on this one idea, right? And again, like what I heard as well earlier from Spirit, for some of you, if you're already in a committed relationship, or going through some challenges within your current partnership with someone, you will be able to overcome that, you and your person, okay? Others of you, there's something about feeling spiritually disconnected, and Hierophant is also related to that, okay? So if you have been experiencing that as well, it's something that you'll be overcoming next. And there's also something about finding like-minded people, all right? So some of you, that's what you are going to be breaking free of, all right? You're letting go of the past. You're letting go of toxic situations or people as well who's not supporting your growth, and you're ready to explore. So only take what applies, really. I just love the synchronicity of your reading so much. Let's try this deck. What else? What are you overcoming next? Group number 1. Talk about synchronicity. Oh my gosh. And it says here synchronicity, but it says mind healing. Exactly, right? Oh my gosh. Talk about synchronicity. So there you go. Some of you are really going to be overcoming any mental stress, overthinking. That's more of like what I'm picking up, because there's something about thoughts. The gentle gardener, like what I said earlier, It's the card that you actually got earlier, talks about what are you planting in your mind, all right? And this card, it says something about memory or thoughts or mind. So there you go. You are overcoming any of that. There's healing taking place as well for you. And since this is a messages card, you might be also getting some signs, synchronicities from your spiritual team, or downloads or spiritual downloads as well. So pay attention to that. Okay, let's pull it more. What else, Spirit? What group number 1 is going to be overcoming next? Okay. Yeah, any imbalances, because this justice is in reverse. And we see here the scales of justice, right? So again, there's really something around any imbalances. You're overcoming that, or you're getting your balance back. There's finally going to be peace in your life where you can finally relax. That's also what I'm getting here. But for others of you, I would be reading the relaxation as procrastination. Okay? So for some of you, what you'll be overcoming next, it's procrastination, in which you are ready now to make a move, to make inspired action, all right, or bold move towards something, whether it's towards your goals. All right, what else? Let's try this one. Obsession. Let's pull up 3 cards. I'm hearing from Spirit they wanted me to pull up 3 cards. Okay. Trauma. Wow. Oh my gosh. I even said the word neglect earlier. Are you kidding me? My gosh. So, there you go. For some of you, what you will be overcoming next, it's obsession, whatever that is, okay? Because it's, again, a very broad word, you know? But it says here, release the chains of thought and free your mind. Again, something about the mind. Crazy synchronicity, huh? I cannot believe this. So there's something about confusion. That's what you will be overcoming as well next. And it's being replaced with clarity, right? A clear mind. And you're breaking free from the chains of those negative thought or negative thought patterns is more of like what I'm hearing for others of you. And then next you got the trauma. It says here your scars are proof of resilience and survival. Remember the 10 of Swords. So this is what some of you may have experienced, and you're still carrying those wounds or those traumas. But you're healing, because we have a lot of cards around healing. So you're overcoming those traumatic experiences from the past that has kept you chained for way too long, is what I'm hearing from Spirit, or imprisoned. Okay? So anything related to pain, wounds, or traumatic experiences, or shock. Next, you got neglect. So it says here, tend to your inner garden and it will flourish. So for some of you, this is what you will be overcoming next. Neglect yourself, because that's what I heard. You are very available and giving to so many people. I don't know who's that for, but that's what I'm hearing from Spirit. But you have to pay attention to your own needs, okay? So you may be overlooking yourself, all right? You're disregarding yourself, and that's what you'll be overcoming. That's why there's something around self-love, really. Okay, that's what I noticed for group number 1. Okay, let's pull up another card. Take off your mask. Okay. With the take off your mask, what you will be overcoming next, group number 1, for some of you, again, there's something about being unique, right? I said that to you earlier when I saw the freedom card. It's like you might be doing something that is not aligned to your truth, okay? And so what will be happening next for you is that you're finally embracing your authenticity, being your own unique self, okay? I'm also hearing something around vulnerability. So you're overcoming fear of being vulnerable or showing your vulnerable side. You're being more open and honest, not only towards yourself, but towards others. So that's why I got take off your mask. Nice. Okay, what else? Narrow pathway, tread thoughtfully. So yeah, there's really something about pushing forward, continue to focus on your path. That's what I'm hearing. You are being directed to the right path here, so stop doubting yourself and just keep on pushing forward. That's what I kept on hearing over and over. And be in the flow. So again, resistance. I said that earlier, right? So for some of you, that's what you will be overcoming. Something around being in control, or the need to be in control, or resistance to something. So now we got in the flow. And it says everything is smooth sailing. But for others of you, if you've experienced some stagnancy in whatever area of your life, or any stagnation rather, yeah, this is your powerful confirmation again from Spirit that things will be smooth sailing soon, or things will be in the flow. So you'll be overcoming any form of stagnation. Okay, let's pull up this fortune card. You got 2. What is this? Oh, wow, you got the luck. Beautiful. So let's start off with thorns. It says, weathering the challenges ahead will bring in a new and positive future. So hang in there, you guys. Hang in there. I know you're tired, you're exhausted. It left you feeling emotionally drained, but you're almost there. Okay, that's why at the very start of the reading, somebody who chose this pile, you are on the verge of throwing the white towel. Okay, do not ever do that. Okay, in all of your, past experiences that were painful, like what it says earlier, it's just basically, let me go back because Spirit wanted me to read that again for you. Your scars are just proof of how resilient you are. Okay, and that you will be able to survive it. Okay, you're not a victim, you are a victor. Somebody needed to hear that message as well. So yeah, this is good. You will be overcoming the pain, the thorns of your life, the storms as well. And yeah, you got luck, which is beautiful. It says you are right to be strong and optimistic about the opportunities ahead. So if you've been experiencing strings of bad luck, let's just say, maybe that's it. That's why you'll be overcoming those really, negative things or situations that you've gone through that made you feel unlucky. I'm hearing that. Or you're getting your mojo back is more of like what I'm hearing from Spirit as well. Okay, so let's clear the table, and I'm excited to use my breakthrough card, something that I've channeled from Spirit. And I wanted to pull up at least 12 since this is a general reading still. Let's see, what are you overcoming next? And only take what applies, you guys, okay? Are you freaking kidding me? Oh my gosh, there's so many cards. I cannot believe this. And this is exactly what I just said, right? Because you got in the flow. So let me read it. Although these breakthrough cards that I actually did, some of it are very specific, okay? Because stagnation can be stagnation around your career or your finances. So it's going to be different for each and everyone. But here, it's around love. Okay? So let me read it to you guys. Stagnation. Breaking out of a romantic rut or uninspired routine. So there you go. Next, you have insecurity. This is what you are overcoming next as well. Group number 1, moving from fear of abandonment to deep relational trust. Beautiful. Let's actually put it here because we'll pull up at least 12. Okay, what is this? Disconnection. I said that to you earlier. Oh my gosh, what is going on here when there's so many cards? Moving free from feeling isolated from Spirit to deep inner trust. My gosh, this is creepy. I'm getting the chills, really. And that's when I saw the what was that card? Crown chakra. Yeah. Oh, wow. So somebody really needed to hear that. Next, you have doubt. Oh my gosh. When we started this reading, I keep on hearing the word doubt. So there you go. You're overcoming, although this one is also very much specific to spiritual, okay? But let's see. It says overcoming spiritual skepticism to embrace your intuitive knowing. And that's why I got the High Priestess as well at the very start of the reading. Next, we got dogma. So a lot of cards around spiritual. Yeah, spirituality, rather. So you got dogma, releasing rigid beliefs that no longer serve your soul's growth. Next, you have distance, bridging emotional or physical gaps between you and a partner. That's what you will be overcoming. Next, wow. Next, you have ambiguity, moving from situations. This is exactly what I was just talking about. Crazy synchronicity, really. It says moving from situationships and uncertainty into clear commitment. That's why you also got the commitment card. So for some of you, that was so powerful. Maybe you're like, where is this really going? I'm not sure what's going on between the both of us, you know? So again, you're moving away or moving from situationships and uncertainty within your connection into something clear, all right? Or clear commitment. No wonder you got the commitment card twice, or at least once. Ooh, okay, what is this? You have trauma. Are you freaking kidding me? My gosh, where's your trauma card? This is crazy, you guys. A lot of synchronicity for your reading. Hold up, you guys. Let me go back to the cards that you just got earlier. I cannot make this up. Well, so somebody really who chose this pile. And congratulations that finally you'll be overcoming your traumas, okay? It says you're moving from carrying the weight of the past wounds into deep emotional integration, safety, and personal power. That's nice. Let's push it upwards because I wanted to pull up at least 12. 12 cards because it's a general reading. Okay, what is this? Disillusionment. Clearing cynicism to restore faith in love or romance. So for some of you, that's what you will be overcoming next. And then you have miscommunication, overcoming mixed signals to reach total transparency. Imposter syndrome. Maybe that's why I got take off your mask, right? Earlier. Stepping into your expertise without feeling like a fraud. And let's get one more. Finally, apathy. And it says shifting from spiritual numbness back into wonder and purpose. So a lot of spiritual, because again, what I did was it's a mixture of, everything almost. Like it's not just around financial. It's not just around love and romance. All right. All aspects of your life, okay? So only take what applies for you. But yeah, what you guys are going to be overcoming next, something around stagnation, insecurity, disconnection, doubt, dogma, distance, ambiguity, trauma, disillusionment, miscommunication, imposter syndrome, and apathy. Beautiful. All right. Now, before we end this reading, let me pull up some messages for you from Spirit. We'll pull up at least 3 messages. Start off with this deck. Message for group number 1, please. Oh, you actually got two. So it says here, through the power of love, all shall unfold in the most perfect way for all concerned. This card is a blessing from an angel who is here to reassure you that all is well. There is no need to worry. All is based in a sea of divine love. What a beautiful card or message for you. Next, you have a smile fills your heart with longing. Through the magnetism of divine love, you merge with another, and love becomes an all-embracing thought. By a touch, a word, or a glance, love heals, unites, transforms, and transfigures all things. This is your season of love, a time of positive transformation and a time of happiness. Oh my gosh, I'm so happy for you guys. All right, let's pull up another message for you from Spirit using this deck now. Oracle of the Unicorns. Okay, there you go. Oh my gosh, you got received? Man, remember you have the receptivity card earlier? Oh gosh, I love the synchronicity. So let's read this. It says, be open to receiving goodness. Believe that you're worthy of abundance. A gift is coming to you soon. Oh my gosh. All right, so somebody needed to hear this. Perhaps for some of you, that's what you need to overcome. Something around money blockages that could be rooted from, it can also be past life, by the way. All right. That's why there are energy healers in which they are helping people in, breaking free from any vows to achieving abundance, maybe in your past life as well. So perhaps you can also work on healing your divine feminine collective, or for people who chose this pile. Yeah, because if you are able to heal your divine feminine aspect, you're more open to receive blessings. Okay, so yeah, but this is a message for you that you should believe that you're worthy of achieving or receiving abundance, and that there's also a gift coming to you soon. And be open to receive it, okay? Claim it as if it's already here with you. Let's get the last message for you from Spirit using the messages from the universe deck. It says, try not to dwell on the past or spend too much time worrying about the future. All it does is to steal your joy and sense of inner peace. Concentrate on the here and now and enjoy every moment for what it is. You are creating new memories. That's why you got the card in the flow, right? So there you go. My gosh, I love this reading. It's super powerful. And I really do hope that this reading brought you some inspiration. It gave you some insight. It shed some light as well for you. And again, I wanted to thank you all for all of your support to my channel all these years. Thank you very, very much. I'll see you on the next one. Bye, guys. Love and light. Hi there, group number 2. You have chosen the Polychrome Jasper Palmstone. So let's go ahead and ask Spirit, what are you overcoming next? Spirit guides, archangels, and angels, please provide some guided messages for the collective we chose, group number 2. All right, you have here King of Pentacles, although it came out in reverse. You have the Empress. Then you have here Three of Cups. You have Judgment. And then you have King of Swords. Eight of Swords. Bottom of the deck, you have Page of Swords. So, group number 2, here's what I'm seeing for you around what are you overcoming next. For some of you, there's definitely something around self-imposed limitations, especially got the Eight of Swords over here. So some of you might be feeling paralyzed, you're feeling hopeless in your situation or even helpless, but you are overcoming that. I noticed there's really something around thoughts. As swords, they're also associated with thoughts. And it says here too, with Eight of Swords, stop overthinking and just do it. So for some of you, it's very straightforward that what you will be overcoming next is overthinking on top of self-imposed limitations. And then for others of you, you might be struggling around your career or finances. So I also see that some of you are going to be overcoming your challenges around that aspect or area. And there's also something about being more kind and gentle to yourself as well. That's what I heard when I saw the Empress card. So if you've been neglecting your own needs or you're being too harsh on yourself, that's what you will be overcoming next as well. There's also something about fear of judgment with this Judgment card. I keep on hearing that. So if you're kind of like paralyzed because of what people might actually say or think about you, which is preventing you from doing something, that's why it says here, stop overthinking and just do it. Again, that's what you're also going to be breaking free of or what you will be overcoming soon. I'm also hearing something about disagreements, because you have court cards, and that's what I'm hearing. It could be with a mother, not for all of you, but that's what I'm hearing, especially with this Empress card. It could be somebody that you may be friends with if you're not resonating with a mother figure. It can be somebody that you had a conflict with. You're overcoming that as well. So there's really something about the words healing and forgiveness. And then I'm also hearing something about creative blocks. So a lot of you as well chose this pile. You're very creative people, artistic. And if you have been suffering from any creative blocks, you're overcoming that as well. There's something about finding inspiration again, or ideas are starting to pour in once again as well. And then lastly, I'm picking up the message around guardedness or vigilance, especially with the Page of Swords and lack of trust. You're also overcoming that, whether trust not only to yourself, but also with others. So you're overcoming that too. Okay, let's pull up another set of cards. What are you overcoming next? Group number 2. Appreciation. Oh my gosh. Yeah, makes perfect sense with the Sun card over here. Oh my gosh, no wonder there's really something about friends or people, because I noticed you have court cards as well at the start of the reading, group number 2. Okay. So here's what I'm seeing, group number 2. Let's start off with appreciation. I'm actually hearing 2 messages on that card. For some of you, this is what you may have been feeling. There's something about like you don't feel valued or you don't feel appreciated by what you're doing. Whether the people around you is actually not showing that or appreciating that. So you are overcoming that kind of feeling is what I heard from Spirit. But another message that came through with this appreciation card is actually you appreciating yourself as well. All right. Embracing yourself, loving yourself, and also staying in the moment is what I heard. Because I heard when I saw this appreciation card, like taking the time to smell the flowers as well is what I got. And then with the Sun card, definitely there's really something around confidence. Because notice that her solar plexus chakra is glowing yellow. So Somebody who chose this pile, you're probably not feeling confident about yourself, or maybe a situation has happened that made you feel as if that you're not appreciated, you don't feel good enough about something. I'm really hearing that because right next to it, you got people. So whoever these people are that may have left you feeling that way, but you're overcoming that. For some of you, it could be stemmed from childhood as well. Maybe that's why I'm drawn to the Empress card where there's a mother and a child. All right. So there's also something around inner child wounds that you will be overcoming next as well, or anything that has left you feeling less confident. There's really something about that. Another message that's coming through, it's lack of optimism. The Sun card is about optimism or positivity as well. So you're overcoming that. You are becoming a lot more inspired, just like what I said earlier, more having that positive outlook in your life. Because always remember, it starts from you first, and then it would also reflect on your outside world, because that's what you will be attracting more and more. And then lastly, you got the friends and colleagues. With the friends and colleagues, I heard something around conflict earlier. So there's something about healing and forgiveness that I kept on hearing. So you're overcoming as well any resentments or past hurts or wounds that may be caused by someone dear to you, all right? Whether you had a misunderstanding or conflict with a friend or somebody that you may have worked with as well. But I'm more of like hearing with the colleagues keyword. It could be related to your current work in which you don't feel valued. You've been putting a lot of hard work on something, all right, a lot of effort, and because of either your superior or the people around you is actually not making you feel appreciated for what you're doing, it's making you doubt yourself even more, all right? So I'm hearing that very strongly as well. But since you got the Sun card, this is actually you feeling more empowered, feeling more confident about yourself, and not really getting yourself kind of like, yeah, think in such a negative way that maybe I am not good enough or I'm not deserving of this. I don't know. I'm also hearing that too with the Sun card. So only take what applies, all right? Let's try to pull up more. What are you overcoming next? Group number 2. Communication. Okay. So what you'll be overcoming next is miscommunication. So it could be with someone, all right? Whether it's a friend, a colleague, or someone else. But I'm also hearing having the confidence to speak your truth freely, okay? So if you're struggling with that, you will be able to overcome that, where you will be speaking confidently. Because again, the color is yellow. There's really something about solar plexus chakra for pile number 2. I would suggest for you guys to clear up any blockages around your solar plexus chakra. And we would notice definitely that there's going to be, and see, I'm having a hard time talking. So I was just talking about with a communication card that some of you might be holding yourself back from something. I'm also hearing the words repression or suppression. So for some of you, that's what you will be overcoming next as well. And instead, you are going to be more confident and more transparent in speaking your truth. Confidently and with ease. Let's get 3 cards from this deck. Ooh, you got 2 of water. Okay, and then you have King of Air. So somebody really is an air sign. A lot of air signs for pile 2. Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, whether that's you or somebody around you. Okay, and then you have the Moon. And then we also have a lot of water signs too. Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer, especially Pisces or Cancer. Okay. So here's what I'm seeing based on these three cards. What you will be overcoming next, like what I said earlier, it could be some misunderstanding or some conflict around people, whether it's somebody that you are close friends with, or it could be a love interest. So there's a lot of cards around that, a round of energies around healing and forgiveness, okay? Next, what I'm also picking up is the courage or the confidence to finally, express your feelings towards someone. I don't know what this is for, but I'm picking up it's a male energy, in which you might be having a hard time communicating yourself freely. Like you like this person so much, actually the feelings are mutual, but because of your fear with the moon card of expressing yourself, you're, again, just hiding it. You're just keeping it to yourself. That's why I keep on hearing something around repression. Okay. So that's what you will be overcoming next. But for others of you, I'm hearing a different message. Perhaps because moon is a card of illusion as well. You probably thought that this person is actually really good for you. And that's because of you really like this person so much, which is only normal because when we're in love, right, or when we like someone, we sometimes have a hard time really seeing the truth. That's why there's just saying love is blind. But I feel that you will be overcoming the illusion. You will be finally seeing the truth about someone or about the situation with this particular person. Because I noticed for group number 2, there's really something around people. Okay, like what I said, whether it's a love interest, whether it's a friend, whether it's a mother, people in general. Okay, that's what I noticed as well. Okay, so let me take what applies because I heard two messages based on these three cards. There's a message for a viewer in which you really like this person so much. The feelings are really mutual, but because of your fear of expressing yourself or being true to yourself, you're having a hard time communicating it or communicating the truth out of fear. So still the same thing. What you'll be overcoming, it's fear or fear of showing your true emotions or being vulnerable. Okay. And again, communication or miscommunication is what I got. Let's pull up more. So you have Four of Cups, and it says discontent and boredom. Ah, okay. I knew it. I heard a very specific message from Spirit, and this is my powerful confirmation. I knew it. Oh, wow. Thank you, Spirit. I love the synchronicity. Very straightforward. Based on these three cards, for some of you who chose this pile, there's really something around procrastination as well. I kind of like got that message from pile 1 too. So you would know this is what's happening in your situation right now. And this is something that you will be overcoming soon or next. Something around procrastination. And that's why you got the action in reverse. For others of you, you might be feeling, because you got Four of Cups, right? And it says discontent and boredom. You might be feeling uninspired or less motivated. That's why you got something around the sun or solar plexus chakra as well. And when you're actually feeling that way, you don't feel like moving, right? That's why the action card is in reverse. You don't feel very much motivated to take action, take some inspired action towards something because you're feeling bored. You're feeling less inspired, just like what I said, or demotivated. But you got the empowerment card. So this is very straightforward from Spirit that you will be overcoming those energies. You'll be feeling a lot more empowered now. You're believing in yourself and your own power to create changes in your life, all right? Or to create something new if you're looking forward to creating something new for yourself. And I'm also hearing victimhood. That was so strong. Wow, that was so powerful. I just heard that right now for someone. So maybe this has left you feeling paralyzed or crippled because of you're always kind of like looking at yourself as a victim, okay? And you will be realizing soon there's going to be a breakthrough as well for you that those past experiences is just helping you to, make yourself stronger, not to be a victim from that unfortunate situation or an unfortunate experience. Okay. Wow. Let's see what else. What are you overcoming next? And again, I'm drawn to this image of a knight because Spirit wanted me to continue with this empowerment card. Yeah. So there's really something about being guarded. I keep on hearing the word guardedness or being vigilant. So that's also what you will be overcoming next. And perhaps it's because of there's trauma. Usually it's rooted from trauma. There must be something that's happened to you in the past, which is why you're kind of like trying to guard yourself, all right, in order to protect yourself. So somebody also needed to hear that message. You're overcoming that, the traumas that is making you feel more guarded or overly protective of yourself. It's okay to protect yourself, but I think this is only for those who would be resonating with you're kind of like putting all of your walls up, really. So, yeah. Let's see what else. See? What do you need to release? So like what I said earlier, for some of you, that's why I heard the words healing and forgiveness. You might still be holding on to some past wounds, traumas, or even anger or grudges, okay? And it's preventing you from achieving peace for yourself. Remember, by forgiving yourself or others, you're also gifting yourself with peace. So somebody also needed to hear that message. And that's what you'll be overcoming next, all right? You'll be overcoming in terms of holding on to something that's no longer serving you. You're ready to release that. You're ready to move forward and embrace new experiences. That's also the reason why you have something about, hold up, let me go back to the first set of cards. There's something about, being gentle with yourself, okay? Being more gentle and compassionate with yourself. Because you do not deserve to be in that kind of state, right? You deserve happiness, group number 2. You deserve to experience joy in your life. So, I'm hearing do not add more to what you have already experienced from your past that left you feeling hurt. Always remember that we all experience hurt, all right? It is something normal for each and everyone. And I keep on hearing the quote right now. I forgot who said that quote, but pain is inevitable, but suffering is optional. All right, somebody needed to hear that message. And that's what you also needed to release as well. Let's pull up 3 cards. Okay, you got the Fortress. Strong Aquarius, by the way. I noticed there's a lot of Aquarius for Pile 2's reading. Yeah, there's healing happening for you. Group number 2. Oh, beautiful. Now we got the balloons. I love this for you. So again, what you will be overcoming next, group number 2, it's something that is kind of like making you feel paralyzed, really. Like you were stuck there. Or you probably are thinking that there's no way out. I keep on hearing that over and over. That's why I got the 8 of Swords. So for some of you, it's self-imposed limiting beliefs. That's what you will be overcoming. You will be realizing as well that you have what it takes to make it happen. Okay? So that's why you got something about confidence with a Sun card. When you're confident, it makes you feel empowered to do something, right? Because currently, the action card is in reverse. So it would start off first with you realizing that, hey, I have, the capacity or the ability to make it happen. All right. I have what it takes to make it happen. So there's really something about finding your power, okay, or realizing your own power to make it happen. And then you got the Repairman. So just like what I heard earlier, I keep on hearing the words healing and forgiveness. And I even heard something around conflict or disagreement either with a friend, colleague, or a family member. I heard mother as well. So healing is also happening. For others of you, it's actually as deep as, or it became so deep because it was rooted from childhood as well. So overcoming some inner child wounds is also what I got. I also heard that for others of you, what you'll be overcoming next, it's being more flexible as well. Because you got something about being stubborn. And when you're stubborn, you're resistant either to change. So there's something about resistance and just being fixated on something. But you're learning to bend a little bit, all right? That's also what you'll be overcoming. Something around resistance. And then you got balloons, which is good. Balloons is a very positive card. This is actually you feeling, yeah, inspired. You're actually feeling more joyful, all right? More happy, because you got the sun card as well earlier, which is good. So you're overcoming feelings of loneliness as well, or anything that has left you feeling bored or uninspired, just like what I said, because this is it with the balloons card. You're feeling more motivated, more cheerful, all right? More charged up as well. I'm also hearing as well from Spirit that, again, you are really going to be releasing something soon. Perhaps it was really hard for you to let it go, all right, whatever that is, because you have a lot of cards around releasing and letting things go. Group number 2. But eventually, you will be doing that. You will be overcoming the resistance to make some changes or to release something that's no longer serving you. But once you're able to do that, I tell you, it is going to be really life-changing. You know, that's more of like what I'm hearing from Spirit. That's why I got the balloons card. You're feeling as if that you're a brand new person. You're feeling as if that finally there was this huge thorn, you know, released from you or taken out of you. Okay, I love that. Signs here, by the way, a lot of Aquarius. I also got Pisces earlier. I also got Leo. And then we also have Libra and Capricorn. All right. Yeah, there's definitely going to be a breakthrough. You got the key card. There's clarity for sure. You are definitely going to be discovering something huge. Group number 2. And because of this breakthrough, it's going to change everything. So there's something about realization. So you will be overcoming confusion for sure. So for some of you, that's the case. Because there's going to be clarity, or you will be gaining clarity. And for others of you, you will be overcoming a really difficult problem. Because you have a lot of cards around finding a solution. So that's good. That's your good news. Because maybe this has left you feeling powerless or helpless. Like, maybe there's no way out, or maybe I'm doomed for life. I don't know. I'm getting that. But no, you are going to be finding a solution to whatever problems you might be having, because it's a general reading as well. Okay? Nice. All right. And then there's something about being open, because somebody's repressing. I keep on getting that too. Somebody's repressing their emotions, or they're preventing themselves from being more clear and honest with their words, or in getting their message across, is also what I'm hearing. That's why there's something about miscommunication. Oh, yeah. All right. Now, this one is very, very straightforward. You're definitely going to be reclaiming your power. Group number 2. I don't know what this for, but maybe it's like with a puppeteer, it's like you allowed yourself to be controlled by a situation or by someone. But you're breaking free from that. Because you're learning, you're realizing with a key card that you are powerful. You're not allowing yourself to be controlled by the media, let's just say, or what society is saying, what other people around you. That's why there's a lot of people cards or court cards for you, group number 2. Okay? You're definitely going to be realizing your power here. You are going to be taking control of your life. So I keep on hearing the word sovereignty now. All right. For others of you, I don't know what this for, but it's very clear from spirit that somebody who chose this pile, you might be kind of like always apologizing to people. There's something about people pleasing. That's what you'll be overcoming next. All right. Um, that was so strong. I don't know what's that for. Like, you keep on saying sorry and sorry, even though you shouldn't be. Okay. I don't know what's that for. But yeah, wow. And then also, if there were some disagreements or some conflict, because that was so strong for group number 2, there's something about fights or arguments with someone. Either you or this person would have the confidence to give in and to apologize, really, to say sorry, instead of, being held back by pride or ego. All right. So, yeah. Let's pull up more. Oh my gosh. No way. Oh my gosh. Group 1 got tons of synchronicity. I can't believe it. You guys also got tons of synchronicity here. Honesty in reverse, right? So I kept on saying something about truth. All right. So having the confidence now to speak your truth, to be more honest with yourself. All right. That's what you'll be overcoming next. Perhaps either you are afraid to face the truth or you're not being honest with yourself because of it's painful for you. I don't know who this for, but that's what I'm hearing. It's painful for you to bear or to accept something. But I'm also hearing something around communication. So honest communication. If this is something that you're struggling with around honest communication and expressing yourself freely, confidently, or with ease, that's what you'll be overcoming next. You will have the confidence to express yourself freely, confidently, okay? And more authentically. So, let's pull it more. Wishing well, okay? Yeah. So again, well of emotions. It's something that is so deep. And it's a container, right, with a well. So I feel somebody really who chose this pile, you might have really tried to hold back your feelings for way too long. And always remember, there's a saying like, let the kettle sing. Because if you actually try to repress your feelings, right, all the more it's becoming much more difficult for you, all right? It piles up. That's more of like what I'm hearing from spirit. But once you allow yourself to just express it freely, it's healing. It's a sense of liberation or freedom. That's why this balloons card, it says freedom too. So there's something about expressing yourself freely and more openly and honestly. So this is something, again, that you've been struggling in doing, in which you're always trying to suppress your emotions or repress it. That's what you'll be overcoming next. But I'm also hearing there could be somebody around you who's kind of like not being very honest, or maybe that's the root of why there is a conflict between you both, because I'm suddenly hearing that right now from spirit. Maybe you are finally going to be overcoming, the need to stick to that kind of situation because you're being more honest now with yourself. I'm hearing somebody saying, do I really want this? Do I really want to be in this kind of situation where this person is not being very honest with me? All right. I keep on hearing that as well. So yeah, I'm also hearing as well that you don't have to kind of like stick in that connection, but it's you releasing any anger or any, feelings of hurt in the right time. You're letting it go. Okay. Whoever this is, if you're not resonating with, you're becoming more honest with your feelings now, or you're ready to express yourself freely. It can be somebody around you who's not doing that. So only take what applies, okay? Because there's tons of scenarios that I'm hearing from spirit. Yeah, this is you finally establishing boundaries for yourself and others, okay? So what you'll be overcoming next, for some of you, group number 2, it's you not allowing yourself to be sticking to situations or in an environment or where there are people who's not being very honest with you, all right? Because you will be realizing the truth since you got the key card, okay? You will be unlocking the truth, group number 2. I'm also hearing as well that maybe you have allowed people to overstep your boundaries, because I heard something around people pleasing, okay? And there's also something about like allowing people to just walk all over you. I don't know what this is for. If this is something that you have done to yourself for some reason, you are overcoming that. You're realizing your power. You are realizing that, why am I allowing this? I need to, stop doing this to myself. Most of all, to yourself. All right? Because I'm really seeing group number 2 that whoever this is for, you will be discovering your worth. You're not going to be settling for less. You're not going to allow anybody to make you feel so low or make you feel disrespected. And that's why I always say everything starts from within. It starts from you first. Okay? And then once you were able to realize that, hey, I don't deserve this. Why am I allowing people to be doing this to me? Things will change, all right? Because you're not going to be just nodding your head and just going along with it, all right? It's not to say you have to fight them or what, but it's just you establishing boundaries. And that's you reclaiming your power. Haven't you noticed? That's why I got the puppet card earlier, group number 2. This one. You're no longer a puppet, okay? There's really something about the word power, okay? Reclaiming your power. So, let's try to pull it more. I'm also hearing something about overcoming the need to know everything. I keep on hearing that as well. Yeah, because you got the Page of Swords. The Page of Swords is somebody's very curious, okay? But there are things that will be revealed to you in time, is what I'm hearing. I don't know what's that for as well. So maybe what you will be overcoming is the need to know it now, all right? So there's something about being impatient and just allow the universe to reveal it to you in the right time. Yeah, this is beautiful. You're overcoming the darkness of your life, group number 2, which is the total opposite of the Sun card. You're overcoming the dark. This is the darkness card. And this is what you'll be experiencing in the future. Congratulations. That's you overcoming the darkness of your life. Maybe some of you are doing some shadow work, by the way. Yeah, there's really something about being honest. I cannot believe this. Look at this. This is Pinocchio. And it says a tall tale. Okay? So I'm hearing 2 messages again. If this is not you, all right, then it can be someone around you. So if it's someone around you who's not being very honest with you, all right, and this person is somebody that you shouldn't be trusting, what you'll be overcoming next is sticking into that kind of situation, all right, or into that kind of connection. You're learning how to create boundaries for yourself. And then I also heard earlier somebody who chose this pile, because again, you have dishonesty. Whether you are trying to hide your true feelings, because there's something about repression, okay? But you'll be able to overcome that. You're learning how to become much more honest with yourself. You're allowing yourself to be vulnerable, to express yourself clearly and freely as well. So again, only take what applies. But there's really something about dishonesty or not being honest towards yourself or others. Okay? Sun card again. Twice in a row, you guys. This is so beautiful. It says, congratulations. Your plans have worked out perfectly, and now it's your time to shine. Brilliant new ideas will present themselves to you, and success is all but assured. Express yourself openly and honestly. Are you freaking kidding me? What is going on here? You saw me shuffle as always, right? Now that is crazy. I wasn't expecting that. Man, look at that. Express yourself openly and honestly, knowing that those surrounding you are trustworthy. Be open to unexpected opportunities. What did I say? It could be lack of trust. And that was stemmed from traumas. All right. And you're healing because there's a lot of cards around healing for you. Okay. So I don't know who's this for. Because like what I said, I was drawn to this knight over here wearing an armor. And usually when you're guarded or when you're overly guarded or vigilant, it's only because, and it's understandable, understandable that people are doing that is because of they're scared, all right? They were traumatized because what has happened to them in the past. But you're healing. You're overcoming it. And that is good. And there's also something about doubt. That's what you're overcoming next as well. All right, you're overcoming any fear or any doubt, whether it's toward yourself or others. Because it says here too, express yourself openly and honestly, knowing that those surrounding you are trustworthy, right? So there's lack of trust. That's what you'll be overcoming. Or again, if you're struggling in expressing yourself openly and honestly, gosh, I cannot believe this. This deck has what? 88, 87 cards? What are the chances? So that's not a coincidence. Spirit is really amazing. Very, very amazing. So there you go. Somebody needed to hear that message. This is your powerful confirmation to express yourself openly and honestly, okay? Oh, gosh. Alrighty. So what else? Let's see. What are you overcoming next? And I keep on hearing, even at the very start of the reading, for some of you, you're not expressing yourself openly and honestly because of fear of being judged. That was so strong. But you will have the confidence, okay? You will overcome that fear of being ridiculed or fear of being judged by others. Okay? That's good. Now, yeah, you got healing. Oh my gosh, I knew it. So healing is definitely taking place for group number 2. I love this for you. I really do. So you're allowing the cleansing waters to purify you. Group number 2, okay? You're healing from the past, any traumas, any wounds, any resentment. Yeah, I love that. I told you, there's a lot of healing cards as well for group number 2. What else? Let's try to pull it more. What are you overcoming next? Loss. Oh, okay. That's why I got healing. So whether you lost a loved one, all right? Because this card is also talking about bereavement, but you're overcoming that. Yes, it's true that the pain never goes away, but at least you are allowing yourself to move forward, okay? Because the reality is you still needed to move forward. You still have a life to live. And even though your loved ones already passed on and they are now in the spiritual realm, they wanted you to keep on living your life. Okay, somebody needed to hear that. So I don't know who's that for, in which you may have lost a loved one, whether it's a pet or a relative or what. But yeah, you're healing from the sorrow, from any damages from the past, from any hurt or sadness. That was so strong. Okay, let's see what else. Let's try this deck. What are you overcoming next, group number 2? There's so many cards, but, well, Spirit wanted me to get all 4 of them. Okay. Alchemy. Self-love. Yeah, I knew it. Because there's something about you're worthy, you know? You are realizing that you're worthy of and deserving to achieve happiness in life, all right, or the best things in life. Soulmate, and then what else? Temptation. Okay. So let's start off with temptation. What I heard, there's something about something that is not really good for you. It's tempting, right? So whether you're overcoming unhealthy habits or any form of addiction, something that is really unhealthy for you. And then for others of you, there's really something about self-love in which you are either currently, this is what you've been doing, you're overly giving as well, or you're staying in a situation in which it's not really healthy for you. So you're learning how to give back to yourself. You're learning how to build a good relationship with yourself. Like what I said earlier, it has to start from you first. And then by doing so, all right, notice that you will be attracting right people, all right? People will be seeing that in you as well. You might be even attracting a soulmate, all right? Or a new person because you're finally ready to release yourself from unhealthy partnerships or connections that is preventing you from growing. I'm also hearing as well that what you will also be overcoming, it's again, that doubt towards yourself, all right? I keep on hearing with this card over here that you will be realizing your power. You have the power to manifest your reality. So maybe currently or even in the past, you kept on doubting yourself. You don't feel confident about yourself. There's really something about confidence for pile number 2, especially got the Sun card twice. So yeah, you will be realizing that you have what it takes to make it happen, you know, that there's nothing impossible. That's why one of the things I noticed for group number 2 about what you will be overcoming next, it's self-imposed limitations. There's no limit to what you can actually do. Okay? Alrighty, so let's pull up 3 cards as well from this deck. What are you overcoming next? Apathy. Shame. And then anger. Start off with apathy. It says, ignite your passion, for it's the antidote to indifference. And again, look at that with the image of the sunflower. Every time I see a sunflower, they're tall flowers, right? So there's something about confidence very, very strongly for group number 2. Standing tall and proud, being confident. It says here too, indifference, disinterest, and detachment. So for some of you, this is what you'll be overcoming. And then you got shame. And it says, embrace your flaws. They are part of your unique story. It says humiliation, disgrace, and embarrassment. So whatever happened to some of you that left you feeling this way or made you feel this way, you're overcoming that. And yeah, I won't be surprised to see the anger because I kept on channeling something around grudges, misunderstanding, or fights. So you got anger now. And it says use its fire to transform, not to destroy. So what you'll be overcoming next, it's rage, frustration, or resentment towards yourself or towards others. Okay, let's pull up this deck now. What else, Spirit? Traveling lightly. So for some of you, this is the message. Just simplify your life. What you'll be overcoming next is maybe overcomplicating things. But I'm also hearing as well, there's something about trusting. I keep on hearing that when I saw this card. Trusting in the universe more. I keep on hearing that. So maybe what you'll be overcoming really is doubt. All right? Instead, you're surrendering to the universe. You trust that the universe will direct you, will guide you, or your guides will also help you to direct you to the right path. Let's pull up a fortune card. And what is this? Fire again. Oh, yeah. Gosh. Uses fire to transform, not to destroy with anger. Now he got fire. Well, fire is cleansing. Okay, always remember that fire is not only associated with anger, but also passion. And speaking of passion, remember you got the Four of Cups, which is the opposite. So somebody chose this pile might be also feeling bored, demotivated, uninspired. You're getting the fire back, or something will charge you up again. All right? Because I also heard creative blockages for group number 2. That's what you'll be overcoming. And then, if you've been hurt, all right, or you are still holding on to some resentment or anger towards someone that may have hurt you or what, fire is cleansing, okay? So there's really something about healing for you. And it says here, let go of emotional upheaval and embrace the renewal of the present. I love your reading, but we're not done yet. I'm super excited to be using my breakthrough cards that I channeled from Spirit. So let's use that. We'll get 12 as this is a general reading. We'll just get this one that flipped first. Wounding. And let me read it. So it says, moving out of old pain, cycles, and back into wholeness. There you go. That's exactly what was also delivered to you earlier. Wow. And there's so many cards here. So somebody would definitely resonate with that. That's what you will be overcoming next. What is this? Resentment. Oh my gosh. Are you kidding me? You just got the anger card earlier, right? Man, I love the synchronicity. So hold up. It's got stuck. So we have resentment, and it says releasing long-held grudges. That's exactly what I just said earlier, to protect your peace. Favoritism, so something around family dynamics. Maybe that's why I also channeled something about a mother or what. Interesting. I don't know what this for, but it says overcoming feelings of inadequacy stemming from family comparison. Addiction. Oh my gosh, I said this too, right? Oh my gosh, because you got the temptation card. Crazy synchronicity. So it says addiction, breaking free from unhealthy dependencies to reclaim total control of your life. Let's get more. Disembodiment, moving out of overthinking and fully back into your physical body. Oh my gosh, no freaking way. No freaking way. Isn't that the message for you at the very start of the reading? Group number 2, let me even show it to you. You got the 8 of Swords. And it says here, I don't know if you can see it. The text is so small. Stop overthinking and just do it. So I can't believe it. There's really something about overthinking, and that's what you will be overcoming next as well. Okay. And haven't you noticed you have a lot of yellow cards? So there's really something about solar plexus chakra for pile 2. I tell you, it won't hurt to try. You know, try to clear blockages around your solar plexus chakra. It will be of help for sure. Next, you got regrets. So somebody who chose this pile, you might be still holding on to some regrets. And if that's the case, you will be able to overcome that next. It says releasing what could have been to embrace your present power. Self-sabotage. And it says stopping the pattern of ruining good things out of fear. Oh my gosh, I said this too earlier. Are you freaking kidding me? People pleasing. Oh my, there's so many cards, you guys, that I channeled from Spirit. Man, this is creepy. So yeah, and I heard it earlier. That's why I mentioned something around people pleasing. So this is the powerful confirmation from Spirit for someone that this is what you'll be overcoming next. People pleasing. Overcoming the need for external approval. I love that for you, for whoever you are, or whoever that message is for, rather. Congratulations. Next, you got inherited patterns. I noticed there's something about family for pile number 2. Anyway, it says here, stopping generational cycles of traumas or scarcity. So that's what you will be overcoming next. And then you got obligation, moving from guilt-driven choices to healthy, self-respecting boundaries. Okay? So maybe you're actually, you know, feeling obligated when you shouldn't be even doing it. I don't know. I'm suddenly getting that, of course. So, let's see. Let's pull up two more, you guys. And two it is, okay? Seeking approval. Relying on your own inner compass instead of external validation. So this is something that you have been doing to yourself, or this is one of your opportunities. We all have opportunities. And if this is one of them, you are overcoming that, all right? You're not going to be seeking approval from others anymore. And then you got overextension, stopping the habit of overcommitting your time and energy. No wonder you got something about self-love, really, because you may be really doing things always for others that you're neglecting yourself, okay? So there's really something about balance as well, all right? Instead of just giving everything away, all right, you're giving something to yourself this time around. Okay, there you go. But we're not done yet. Let me actually pull up some messages for you from Spirit before we end this reading. You will start off with this deck. Message for pile number 2, Spirit. Oh, you got 2. Start off with this one, and it says, stop focusing on the situation for a while and just bring your awareness within. Close your eyes, relax, and let go. Take a walk in the park or do whatever it takes to detach. A solution will soon become obvious and all will work out fine. Now that is crazy. Remember the key card? And I said something about solution, finding a solution. Just trust. You're getting the help that you need. A solution will soon become obvious and all will work out fine. So you would know if this message is for you. Okay, so that's why I keep on hearing something about trusting the universe. Wow. Okay. Another message for you. It says, a beautiful, inspired idea floats through pathways of light, waiting for the right moment to enter your mind and heart. This wonderful idea that stems from your soul will grow and blossom if you nurture it. Keep it safe within your inner world until it's ready to manifest in your outer world. A period of great fulfillment and accomplishment follows. Congratulations. See, I told you, for group number 2, I even heard something about creative block. So pay attention. There's going to be an inspired idea, which is the opposite of that 4 of Cups that you got earlier, right? And that's what you'll be overcoming. So let's pull up another message for you from your spiritual guides. And you got Goddess. It says here, honor your divine feminine energy. See your inner beauty. Love every part of you. Yeah, that's why there's something about self-love, regardless of your gender. We all have masculine and feminine energy, okay? But somebody needed to honor more or maybe balance their divine feminine energy, okay? And there's a heavy message here to love yourself. See your inner beauty, okay? Because you got something about shame as well. And you're being encouraged to love every side or part of you. I think I got that from one of the cards that we pulled up earlier. Yeah, because I feel like sharing that with you again, group number 2. Where was that? Hold up, you guys. Because Spirit wanted me to get that for you. Let me just go back. There you go. Yeah. Embrace your flaws. It says here, they are part of your unique story. Remember this? And now your message from your spiritual team is to love every part of you. Okay. The last deck that we're pulling up for you guys is Messages from the Universe. So let's see. And it says here, If you frequently give yourself permission to doodle, wander, and be totally unproductive, and you actually relish such interludes, I can guarantee that your genius, creativity, and productivity will increase exponentially. What did I tell you, pile number two? People who chose pile number two are highly creative people. I noticed that. Oh my gosh, this is such a creepy reading in a good way because of the synchronicities. Wow, I love it. So there you go, group number two. I hope that this reading brought you inspiration. It actually also shed some light for you. And again, thank you very, very much for all of your support. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys. Love and light. Now it's your turn, group number three, and you have chosen this beautiful fire quartz with golden healer bracelet. Some they call it rainbow fire quartz. So let's go ahead and ask Spirit, what are you overcoming next? Spirit guides, archangels, and angels, please provide some guided messages for the collective we chose, group number three. You have the Tower, the Moon, next you have here Five of Swords, and it came out in reverse. You have Nine of Cups, and it came out in reverse. Four of Wands, Two of Cups. Bottom of the deck, you have Eight of Wands. Okay. Interesting. I'm channeling again the same message in one of the groups around family disagreement or misunderstanding between you and a family member. I don't know what this for, but that was so strong. But for others of you, it can be a friend as well, or someone close or dear to you. So if you're resonating with that, in which you had a disagreement, misunderstanding, or some conflict with a particular person or specific person around you, but I specifically heard something about family, okay, for others of you, if that's the case, then you are overcoming that as well. Either there's going to be a peaceful resolution or finally letting go of the hurt or disappointments. Another message coming through based on the first spread is that some of you are actually kind of like feeling frustrated or disappointed because things didn't work out your way. All right. You've been manifesting something with the Nine of Cups in reverse, but it didn't happen. And so what I'm actually hearing from Spirit, that at first you might think of it as you're just unlucky or that the universe is punishing you or what, but no, it's actually even a blessing. So you're overcoming that feeling, all right? Either feelings of disappointment or frustration because of you're not yet getting that desired goal or wish. And what I heard is that for some of you, you would be realizing it's more of like a blessing in disguise, okay? That the universe is just basically rerouting or redirecting you because it's no longer serving you, especially with a Tower. So for whatever that is that didn't work out your way or some unexpected things that has happened that left you feeling hurt or disappointed, you would be realizing in the future that it happened for a reason. It happened because it's not for you. It's not aligned for you. It's not for your highest good, okay? And the universe is bringing you or redirecting you to a much better path, whether it's actually also a connection that didn't work out, all right? And the universe is bringing you a new person or somebody who can offer you a balanced partnership. That's another example, okay? I'm also hearing as well from Spirit that for others of you, what you will be overcoming next, it's something around emotional overeating. I keep on hearing that as well. That was so strong. Or depression. That was so strong for someone. Okay. And then I also heard something about, again, rat race when I saw the Eight of Wands. Because Five of Swords can talk about competition. So you're overcoming that, the need to compare yourself or to compete with others. And then lastly, I'm also hearing that for some of you, what you'll be overcoming next, impatience. Okay? Impatience. Like you're learning how to slow down and to be more, again, gentle with yourself. And also I'm hearing something about emotional turbulence or feeling overwhelmed. Okay, so let's just put it this way. Some of you are going to be overcoming that feeling of being overwhelmed. Okay, what else? I even heard PTSD. That was so strong. So there were, yeah, some really traumatic experiences for some of you recently, and I'm so sorry for whoever this is for. And this has left you feeling either anxious or it resulted to a trauma. Okay, so you will be overcoming that. What else? You got door to value. Wow, this is so beautiful. Ah, yeah, this is exactly what I was just talking about earlier. I love the synchronicity as well. Group number 3. Let's start off with door to value. So for some of you, you might be struggling or challenged by your finances. So some of you are going to be overcoming any sort of financial challenges or financial constraints as well. You also got happy success. So if currently you're not feeling successful or motivated because of you're not yet achieving that desired goal, you will be, okay? So you will be overcoming something around feelings of being defeated because you got Five of Swords earlier as well, or that you're also kind of like feeling as if that maybe I should give it up. I'm also hearing that too. I also heard like, yeah, there's going to be some breakthrough happening for you financially, all right? So windfall of blessings and abundance. That was so strong, especially with these two cards. So if you've been struggling financially, you'll be able to overcome that difficulty. And then with the new supportive connections, this is exactly what I heard earlier. I don't know what this for, but maybe you're actually feeling disappointed because of you didn't end up with a particular person. It's actually about love. That's more of like what I'm hearing. But it can be platonic as well, all right? So whether you were disappointed because you and this person that you like didn't end up together, or there was a tower moment in which you and this person got separated. And if this is not necessarily romantic and it's just a friend, regardless, the universe is redirecting you to a much more better connection. Okay. And this is my powerful connection, rather powerful confirmation rather from spirit, which is new supportive connections. They are leading you towards a far more better connection where there's balance because you got the Two of Cups. Okay. So don't feel disheartened Everything happens for a reason, because that's what I kept on sharing at the very start of the reading. You may be having a hard time understanding or grasping it at first, but sooner or later you will be understanding everything clearly. And it's more of like a blessing in disguise, okay? I'm also hearing that you're more open now to meeting new people. If you got yourself stuck over a past situationship or what, or a connection that is not growing, you're ready to explore. So that's what you will be overcoming next as well. Let's see, what else? What are you overcoming next? Group number 3. Yeah, you're almost there with the completion, so don't give up. So this is what you've been experiencing or feeling, that maybe I should give it up to not. That's what you'll be overcoming, okay? You have the confidence to move towards your goal, all right? Because this is what you are going to be getting in the future. I'm even hearing somebody who chose this pile, you are really feeling frustrated because of there's a huge project, or there's, I don't know, is this for? It involves a huge event or something. I don't know why I'm suddenly getting that weird. Maybe you... It's a project that didn't, you know, flourish, or it didn't continue. I don't know who's this for. But Spirit is actually saying that delay happened for a reason. Okay? So again, it will be, you know, it will be hard for you to understand it at first. But later on, you will be realizing that it just happened for a reason. Okay? I keep on hearing that. I heard something about a huge event, or, yeah, that did not go through. Whatever that is. Anyway, let's see what else. Next you got Seek. Let's pull up another one first. Enlightenment. Ah, okay. Because you got Hermit. So, for some of you, what you will be overcoming next, there's something about confusion as well, or doubt. Okay? You're searching for some answers. And I also channeled this for one of the groups. And I'm sharing it again. So, if you've been, you know, feeling frustrated because you're not yet getting the clarity or answers that you're seeking for, I'm hearing, allow the universe to reveal it to you in time. Okay, so maybe that's why there's something about being impatient. Okay, and some of you, that's what you will be overcoming, and just trusting that everything will fall into place, that it will be revealed to you, especially if you're resonating with, you're searching for some answers. Okay, because what the Hermit does, the Hermit takes a step back to contemplate, all right, to achieve enlightenment. And he got the enlightenment over here. So somebody would be resonating with that for sure, all right? And I'm also hearing as well from Spirit with a Hermit card, you're coming out there, all right? Maybe you have been putting yourself in the shadows, all right? You're inside your own shell. And so I'm getting here that you will be overcoming that. You are going to be feeling much more confident to put yourself out there. And by doing so, I tell you, you'll be amazed that you will be achieving this and this success, financial, you know, blessings. So maybe currently you are kind of like putting yourself again in the shadows. You're afraid to go out there and allow yourself to be seen, heard, or to shine in general. Okay. So yeah, that's also what I'm hearing. And then here, there's really something about just moving forward. Okay. Maybe you got stuck, but you are finally moving forward. So, what else, Spirit? The number 9 kept on repeating for you, by the way, group number 3. It's a sign that you're almost there, all right? So don't give up. Gratitude. So here, with a gratitude card, what I'm hearing from Spirit, what you will be overcoming, it's you putting your focus more on what is not present in your life, what you currently do not or cannot have. So instead, I'm really seeing here for you, group number 3, that you would learn how to be more grateful for what you have currently, or you're appreciating more of what you have. And therefore, by doing so, this would actually also even help you to attract more blessings into your life. Okay. So you're overcoming lack and scarcity. That's more of like what I'm hearing from Spirit. Okay. Let's pull up another one. Again, you have Four of Wands, foundation and achievements. So there you go. You're almost there. Group number 3. There's really something about achieving that goal, or there's something about accomplishment. You will be. Okay. So do not give up, even though it's not yet there, but it doesn't mean that you won't have it. That's what I kept on hearing. So for group number 3, just continue to focus on your goals and just trust that things will really work out for you. And at the same time, there's something about family, because here we see a husband and wife and a kid. So I keep on hearing that as well at the very start of the reading. Overcoming any family, challenges. That's also what I'm hearing. I also heard something about family patterns. So inherited family patterns as well. Because you got the completion. So I heard cycle. So whether it's generational trauma as well, or something that was inherited that needs to be kind of like closed out on, that cycle that is unhealthy. I'm also hearing that too. So let's pull up 3 cards from this deck. What are you overcoming next, group number 3? You have 7 of Fire. And what is this? Page of Earth. And then 9 of Fire. Yeah. Interesting. Look at these 2 cards. The keywords for the 7 of Fire, it's challenge, determination, and resistance. And then you got 9 of Fire, protection, preparedness, resilience. So maybe that's why I keep on hearing Spirit is saying for you, group number 3, that you shouldn't give up, okay? You can overcome these difficulties or challenges that you're faced with, okay? Because again, what this reading is all about, it's more about what you will be overcoming. So for some of you, any challenge that you are going through right at this very moment, okay? But they wanted you to keep pushing forward, to stay determined. And Spirit is reminding you that you are protected and that you are a resilient person, okay? I'm also hearing as well with the 7 of Fire, because this is the card of endurance. So again, that's why for some of you might be on the verge of giving up because of how challenging your situation is. But I also am drawn to this keyword resistance. So for some of you, that's what you will be overcoming next. Any form of resistance or control, okay? And then you got the Page of Earth. What I actually heard with this Page of Earth is that what you'll be overcoming next is also you be more open. Maybe currently it's hard for you to be more open to learning something because you got enlightenment, all right? And I keep on hearing that. Maybe you are fixated to your own beliefs. There's something about sticking to your own beliefs there's something about lack of, not being open-minded about something. That was so strong. There you go. So that's what you will be overcoming as well. Something about that where you are learning how to be more open and flexible as well, either to new ideas or opinions or beliefs. That's what I'm hearing. And then with the 9 of Fire, any wounds from your past is also what I got. All right. So if you've been hurt over a past situation, whatever that is, you're healing from it. That's what you'll be overcoming. Okay. There's also something about being too guarded, because the Nine of Fire is somebody who also tries to protect. That's why it says protect. Protect its territory. And then you got Seven of Fire. He's actually kind of like very defensive. So I'm also hearing that for someone, that's what you'll be overcoming next. Either you're feeling defensive or you're kind of like putting all of your walls up. And it's understandable. You know, maybe there was something that has happened to you in the past which made you feel that way, that you have to put all of your walls up. And that's only because you wanted to protect yourself. But remember, everything in life is balance. So anything that is way too much is not healthy. So I'm getting that is the healing for some of you, or that's what you'll be overcoming as well, or what you will be learning to. Okay? Let's try to pull up more. What else? Oops, sorry about that. See? Believe in the impossible. There you go. That's why I keep on hearing the words, or what Spirit is saying over and over for you guys. It's not to give up. You may be losing faith. All right? So that's what you'll be overcoming as well. Overcoming lack of trust, or not really trusting the universe, or you're losing faith. Okay, you're on the verge of giving up, just like what I said. So just believe in the impossible, pile number 3. Anything could still happen. Okay? Or nothing is impossible, especially with the universe, with God or the universe. So let's pull up 3 cards from this deck now. Cake. Yeah, so there's really something about friends, family, and oh my gosh, there's really something about an event. I said that to you earlier. An event or a huge event that didn't actually push through for some reason. I don't know, is that for a project or something? And that has left you feeling so disappointed. But then again, it wasn't just the perfect time, is actually what I heard, okay? Yeah. But it's not to say that you won't be able to achieve that goal or that dream. I don't know what this for and what kind of event, I don't know. But that's what I just heard from Spirit, okay? And then for others of you, this involves family. I noticed that kept on repeating for pile number 3. And there were, you know, some cards around misunderstanding as well, or conflict. Okay, what else? Yoga. Oh, okay. Very straightforward. No wonder I heard something about being overwhelmed. Okay, what is this? Youth. Okay. So again, with a cake card, like what I said earlier, and I don't know what this for, there was a huge event that you're expecting to happen. Or, and again, it can just be for one person out there, all right? But it didn't turn out as what you're expecting it to be. So again, your guides are saying, do not give up, all right? Do not give up. Everything happens for a reason. It wasn't either the perfect time for you, all right? But once the time is right, you will achieve this happy success, okay? That's what they're saying. I don't know what's that for. And then for others of you, again, conflict within the family or someone dear or close to you, there's going to be a peaceful resolution. So you're overcoming those misunderstandings perhaps, or the disagreement that you've had with that person or those people. And then third, there's something about not feeling seen or valued, okay? So you don't feel recognized by what you're doing. And therefore, this is making you feel less of yourself. You're beginning to doubt yourself. Do not. You have to believe in yourself. You have to believe in your power, all right? So, yeah, that's what you'll be overcoming as well next. Those type of feelings. And then you got yoga. So somebody who chose this pile, you might be feeling, of course, overwhelmed by something. So you'll be overcoming that. Anything that has left you feeling that way, feeling overwhelmed, feeling anxious, feeling restless, feeling tired, All right. So perhaps this is also a message for you to take a breather, take a step back so you can gain back your balance. Um, and there's something about inner child healing, 2 cards around that. So that's what you'll be overcoming next as well. Any inner child wounds, okay? Others of you, there's something about health. So you're overcoming any health issues or problems, whether it's mental, emotional, physical, or spiritual. But definitely I heard something about health as well. You're recovering is actually what I'm hearing. And yeah, you're also kind of like making some adjustments. That's also what I'm hearing. You're also overcoming sleep disorders. I don't know what this for. I'm hearing that right now. Sleep disorders. Earlier, I heard something about PTSD. So a lot of healing as well for pile 3. Yeah. And then with a youth card, this is you finally breaking free from stagnation as well. So that's what you'll be overcoming. There's really something about being fixed because you got the word resistance earlier and now you got mutable. So it's the opposite. It's like you're more ready to, again, try things out instead of just being fixed on your own beliefs or opinions. Or that's why I heard something about being open-minded or just basically trying something new and exciting. So you're breaking free from anything that you were stuck at, okay? There's also something about breaking free from codependency. I also heard that too. You're learning how to become more independent as well, more determined. So you keep on getting something around determination. Others of you, you will be breaking free from anything that has left you or made you feel insecure. Okay? All right. Let's pull up more. What are you overcoming next? And by the way, signs here, we have Libra, Aries, Gemini, Virgo, Sagittarius, and Pisces. Again, being flexible because you got the Dancer. My gosh, I can't believe this. Although it says here self-expression. So what will you be overcoming next? Group number 3. Maybe you've been holding yourself back from expressing your talents or expressing your true, self. And then you got the keyword strength. So there you go. Maybe a situation has left you feeling powerless as well. So that's what you'll be overcoming as well. You're reclaiming back your strength or you're taking back your power. You got cross. Oh, I knew it. There's really something about health because you got disease. Oh my gosh. So yeah, let's start off with a cross. Somebody who chose this pile, you may have lost a loved one, and I wanted to extend my deepest, sympathy and condolences to whoever this is for. And of course, anybody who has lost a loved one. I lost my mother last April 7 of this year. All right. So anybody who has lost their loved one would be really, going through that period of grief. And you shouldn't actually really hurry up the healing. All right. It will take time. It's going to be different for each and every one. Other people, they can heal from a particular, situation for like a month. Other people, it would take about 3 years, right? So just be gentle with your own healing. But somebody may have lost their loved one here with a cross card. So you're overcoming that in the near future. Something around grief or sadness. And then for others of you, what you'll be overcoming next is something around belief. So you may have been fixed with a certain type of belief. That's why I keep on hearing being open-minded, instead of just being fixed to what you have learned when you were growing up. So breaking free from some old belief systems. That's also what I'm hearing. So that's what you'll be overcoming. And then you got something around disease or health issues. So I don't know what this is for. Like what I said earlier, it could be mental, emotional, physical, or spiritual. But the point is, you'll be able to overcome that and you will be healed, okay? So yeah. I'm also hearing that somebody needed to take a step back or break because a situation has left you or made you feel really depleted or feeling drained. So yeah. Stress. That's what you'll be overcoming because it says here to stress on this mouse card. Okay, so that's good. You're overcoming, some huge problems. It says big problems or so some stress or anything that's been stressing you out. And then others of you, it is a disease or some health issues. Change. Yeah. So again, there's something about movement really. Because you got the dancer, right? And dancers, they have a very flexible body. So yeah, there's really something about instead of being rigid or being fixed, there's something about being more flexible and adaptable. And now we got something around movement. So for others of you, either what you will be overcoming next, it's a stuck or stagnant situation. There will be changes, all right? Or resistance to change, because you got something about resistance earlier. So that's what you'll be overcoming. You're more open now to, do things differently. And instead of being fixated, just like what I said over and over, all right? You may be a fixed sign as well, by the way, but you're open to changes. You're open and more adaptable to try out new things. That's what kept on repeating as well for pile number 3. Okay. What else? Wow, you keep on getting the keyword strength. Wow. So there you go. If you have been feeling powerless or there's a loss of strength, because for some of you, because of this health issue, you will be able to recover. All right. You're overcoming that. Others of you, you will finally have the strength or the confidence either to keep on pushing forward, to go for your goals or desires in life. All right. Or the will and determination. Okay. There's really something about balance. Look at her. She's trying to balance everything. So yeah, I feel that that's what you will be overcoming as well. That feeling of, you're all over the place. You're having a hard time focusing, you're out of balance, or your life is out of balance. You're overcoming that, okay? Maybe you really needed to ground. Somebody needed to hear that message, because that's what I'm hearing right now. And I'm hearing grandma. Maybe this is a grandmother around you, because somebody's saying I'm the grandmother. So she wanted to say ground in nature, okay? Ooh, I'm getting the chills all of a sudden. Whoa, that was so powerful. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Makes sense. Why I got something around meditation. So somebody's being asked to ground. Okay. If you're feeling overwhelmed, really stressed out because you got something around stress or your life is out of balance, you're overcoming that. Don't you worry. But you need to kind of like ground in nature. Okay. And you will have the strength to make some changes. And that's you overcoming, okay? Something, which is you now have the strength to make some changes for yourself. Okay. See? Endurance, keep going. Are you freaking kidding me? I said that over and over. What did I say? Like, you know what, group number 3, I keep on hearing, do not give up, do not give up. So yeah, your guides really wanted you to keep moving forward. You even got the card earlier that says believe in the impossible. All right. So even if you're not seeing the results right now, it doesn't mean that it's a hopeless situation. Okay. So yeah, you are really going to be gaining back your strength and the endurance. Perhaps right now, as you're watching, it's like you felt powerless and helpless. But yeah, Believe in the impossible, all right? And do not give up. So, what else, Spirit? Faith. Are you freaking kidding me? Oh my gosh. Are you freaking kidding me? So, if you are actually losing faith towards yourself, towards others, or even when it comes to God or universe, all right? Maybe that's what you will be overcoming, okay? Overcoming loss of faith or lack of faith, or you're already on the verge, like what I said over and over, of giving up, okay? Feeling hopeless, helpless, feelings of misery, okay? Always remember those feelings are negative. Those are from the dark, okay? So, your guides do not want you to be tricked by the energies that you're experiencing, especially with the world today, because I noticed there's a lot of images of globe. Haven't you noticed? Yeah. So yeah, the heavy energies of the world. You could be an empath as well, just like me. I also heard a very specific message for someone, somebody who has a close connection or part of your soul mission. It had something to do with Mother Gaia. I don't know what this for. That was so powerful. Yeah. Ooh, I'm getting the chills right now again. So I don't know what this for. There's something about you have what it takes as well. You know, like there's something that you can actually do in helping Mother Gaia to either heal. I'm hearing this is a healer watching this pile. Interesting. That was so specific. But you really do have a close connection with Mother Nature, okay? And then for others of you, we need to ground in nature, because I kept on hearing a grandma, because she's saying, I'm the grandmother, and she kept on saying, please tell this person to, ground, all right? So, wow. I'm not expecting that I would be, hearing all of these messages flowing through. But yeah, anyway, don't lose, faith. Group number 3. That's why I said earlier, almost there, all right? Haven't you noticed you're the only pile in which there's a lot of cards around believing in the impossible, and then you got faith or trust, right? So yeah, if a situation is making you feel that you're losing faith, or you're feeling defeated, or you're feeling hopeless and helpless, snap out of it, okay? Begin to trust yourself more, all right? Hold on to faith. There's nothing impossible, really, group number 3. So, let's see. What else? Did I pull this up already? Because sometimes I forget that I already pulled up the card. Oh, not yet. Burst of Magic. There you go. And look at that. There's the lotus flower. I will be reading this intuitively. Pile number 3. I feel like you've gone through a lot. That's also what I'm hearing from Spirit right now. That's why you have a keyword around resilience. You are resilient. And lotus flowers, it's also associated with resilience. Why? Because the lotus flower, they can grow even from muddy waters. All right. So you've been through a lot. You've been surrounded with so many, challenges, maybe even when you were growing up until now. But those scars, those pain that you've gone through, like what I said for one of the piles earlier, this is just, kind of like helping you, all right, to realize how resilient you are, or helping you to realize that you're stronger than what you have gone through. But yeah, I feel group number 3 that you'll be overcoming that kind of feeling. Like you're feeling defeated, you're feeling hopeless, all right? That everything is just really impossible to happen, or that you feel as if that you've reached a dead end for some reason. I keep on hearing that as well. All right? Believe in magic, okay? Also, believe in your own magic is what I heard. Okay? And again, I heard this earlier. Somebody needed to hear this. You've been in the shadows. Your guides wanted you to showcase yourself, right? So maybe that's what you'll be overcoming next. You always, be in the shadows. You're afraid to show yourself, express yourself. Because again, there's something about express or reveal with the image of the lotus flower. There's also something about spiritual growth because lotus flower it's also related or associated with spiritual growth. So I feel that any feelings of being spiritually disconnected as well, that's what you will be overcoming. All right. And then again, like what I said, there's really something about putting yourself out there and believing with the faith, believing more in yourself as well, that you can do it, that you can actually achieve success. You're meant to shine, is what I'm hearing. Okay? So don't hide yourself. No wonder you got the hermit. Oh, wow. So many messages for pile number 3. What else? Wow. I can't believe this. Even one of the groups, they also got the Eight of Swords. So, Eight of Swords is all about feeling helpless, hopeless. You're paralyzed by your own thoughts. But this can also talk about self-imposed limitations. So that's what you'll be overcoming next as well. Group number 3. It says here, you may feel as though you're restricted by the circumstances you find yourself in, but that's just an illusion. Make a promise to yourself to refuse to be stuck in a situation that's making you unhappy. Don't wait for someone to come to the rescue when you can free yourself. So somebody needed to hear that message, all right? You're breaking free from the chains, and especially self-imposed restrictions or limitations. What else? What are you overcoming next? See? Oh, wow. There's really something about cultural beliefs, okay? That's why I heard something about generational trauma, ancestral patterns even. So for some of you, that's what you will be overcoming next. You're breaking free from that. Or old belief systems, all right? It doesn't mean that even though there were some things that we have learned from our ancestors, that all of those learnings or teachings are correct. Correct? Because again, take a look at it. Some cultures or some people, they still continue what they are thinking that is right just because it was passed on to them generations to generations. But there's something about unlearning those old beliefs, all right? And being more open to learning new things, all right? Instead of just being fixated or just because of, oh, I was taught that this is the right thing. It doesn't mean that it's always right. So this is my powerful confirmation for someone out there. Maybe it is some teachings or something that you may have kind of like absorbed or it was kind of like injected on you when you were growing up, of course. And all of us, we get that when we were growing up. We actually kind of like get something from what the people around us, our parents, or our ancestors may have taught us. But I keep on hearing unlearning old beliefs. Okay? That was so strong. Okay. I don't know who's that for, but that kept on repeating, and this is my powerful confirmation. Let's pull up this deck now. What else? What are you overcoming next? There you go. You got stop. And it says break, pause, stagnation. Oh my gosh, I knew it. This is one of the most powerful confirmation as well, or repeating keywords as well for group number 3, the word stagnation. That's why I got something about movement, right? So whether the stagnation is also caused by you because you got the Eight of Swords, in which you are not moving because you are thinking that you're helpless. You are thinking that you are trapped when you're not. Okay? So that's why I got the word stagnation. But to put it in a general way, that's what you're overcoming next. Whether stagnation around your career or anything that's preventing you from growing, okay? Because you deserve to grow. You deserve to expand, group number 3. Also, breaking free or overcoming procrastination is also what I heard. Or it says pause, and you got the yoga card earlier. So maybe you've been overworking yourself, or you're actually doing something way too much that you neglect yourself. So it's okay to take a breather. It's okay to take a break. So that's also what you'll be overcoming next. All right. That you have to be gentle with yourself as well, and you need to take a pause. Somebody also needed to hear that message. And then break free as well, or to stop any unhealthy habits is also what I heard just now from Spirit. And that's what you'll be overcoming next as well. Okay, what is next? Let's try this one first. Finding sanctuary, opening to your spiritual source. So there you go. That's why there's something about going within, right? With a hermit card, you got the yoga card. So yeah, somebody really needed to hear that. Somebody really needed to go within as well. And there's also something about, spiritual disconnection. And it's something that I channeled for one of the groups, by the way. So yeah. I feel that if you've been feeling that way, that's what you'll be overcoming, that feeling of being disconnected from yourself, or even from spirit, or from the divine. All right, what else? Let's try this one. And there's also something about really taking a break for yourself. Because again, find your own sanctuary, right? So, yeah, I don't know what this is for. That's why I also got the Hermit card. That it's okay to kind of like take a step back from the noise of the world. Especially if you've been feeling overwhelmed or stressed out. Maybe that's what's needed. So you can actually regain your balance. Or restore for peace, balance, and harmony to be restored in your life as well. What is this? Lion. And it says, harness the loyal and protective aura of the lion and charge ahead magnificently. So there you go. There's something about confidence, because lions are brave and confident. All right. They're bold and daring. Lion can be associated with being assertive. So I feel that's what you'll be overcoming next. If you've been feeling less empowered or less confident of yourself, you're doubting yourself, that's what you'll be overcoming, because you are becoming the lion now, all right? More ready, more prepared, and more bold and confident to take charge. All right. So let's get 3 cards. Oh, this one first. I wanted to pull this one first, and then we'll pull up 3 cards from one of the decks. Okay. So this one is very straightforward. Selling out. Okay. Some of you, that's what you'll be overcoming next. It's you selling out. All right. Let's see. Let's get 3 cards from this. Regret. Are you freaking kidding me? Stagnation. No way. Whoa. See, I told you. All 3 groups. There's tons of synchronicities. I can't make this up. Can you see it? It says stagnation. And then you got stagnation. And there's so many words, you guys. There's so many words. What are the chances of getting that? And there's so many cards per deck. Crazy, huh? But definitely not a coincidence. And then you got neglect. One of the groups got this, by the way. This card, neglect. All right, you guys. To start off with regret. So somebody who chose this pile, you may still be holding on to some regret or that feeling of remorse. And that's something that you'll be overcoming too. it says the past cannot be changed, which is weird. You got change, right? The past cannot be changed, but the future is still in your hands. That's beautiful. I love that. The past cannot be changed, but the future is still in your hands. All right. So this is for those who are still living in regret, or you're embracing remorse. For others of you, you may be still, yeah, um, experiencing sorrow, all right, or loneliness, or you are in a rut. That's why there's really something about stagnation. So for the stagnation card, it says movement, even if slow, progress. So it's going to be different for each and everyone, as this is a general reading. Okay, so the stagnation, if you've been experiencing stagnation around your career, you're not growing, all right, that's what you'll be overcoming. Or for others of you, there's stagnation around your business, all right, or your finances. Others of you, the stagnation can be caused by procrastination as well, just like what I said earlier. So only take what applies, or being in a rut. So you were stuck there. There's something about being stuck, or doing something like you're in a rut. Okay, it's an unhealthy habit is also what I'm hearing from spirit. So you're breaking free from this, or you're overcoming this. And then finally you got neglect. So it says here, tend to your inner garden and it will flourish. It says disregard, overlook, and forgetfulness. So this is what you have been doing to yourself. You're always giving towards others, but you're feeling to give back to yourself. All right, that's what you'll be overcoming as well. All right. I also feel that for others of you, this is one of your frustrations. You feel as if that you're neglected by the people around you, or that people do not give so much value to you. I don't know. I heard that as well. All right. But this is what you'll be overcoming too. Okay. So I think we're done with that. And it's about time for me to pull up the breakthrough cards that I channeled from Spirit, which is actually something that I'm so excited to use for you guys. We'll pull up a total of 12 since this is a general reading. Okay. Okay. You have directionlessness. Directionlessness. And it says clearing career fog. So this is specifically around career. Clearing career fog to find your true calling. So somebody would be resonating with this. This is what you'll be overcoming next. Then we have invisibility. Moving out of the background into being seen and recognized. Are you freaking kidding me? That's exactly what I heard earlier, or what was delivered. Man, crazy synchronicity. So creepy. I'm getting the chills again. Yeah. Wow. I don't know what that for. So you're finally, I even specifically use the term shadow. Like you're putting yourself in the shadow, and your guides wanted you to, again, showcase yourself. All right. So you're finally moving out of the background into being seen and recognized. So congratulations. Next, we got scarcity. It says shifting from panic-driven spending to confident wealth. All right. That's what you'll be overcoming next as well. What else? We'll just get this one that flip. One of the groups got this, by the way. The imposter syndrome. Hold up. There you go. Imposter syndrome. And it says stepping into your expertise without feeling like a fraud. Okay. Perfectionism. Moving from paralyzing standards into free, authentic flow. So for some of you, that's what you'll be overcoming. The need to be perfect, okay? And then got depression. I said this too earlier. Wow. So it says here, moving out of heavy numbness, isolation, and mental fog back into vitality, hope, and renewed sense of purpose. Emotional overeating. I said this too, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. Because when I do the reading, I just go on and on and on. Because, of course, like, I might actually forget about it because there's so many information flowing through. So yeah, but I believe I said this too at the very start. So emotional overeating, and it says moving from soothing your feelings with food into honoring your true emotional needs. Oh, there's too many cards though. Disembodiment. And it says moving out of overthinking and fully back into your physical body. Oh, this one actually, wounding. One of the groups got this too. It says moving out of old pain cycles and back into wholeness. We'll get 3 more. Overwork. And I said that too earlier. Crazy. That's why I have a lot of cards around taking a break or taking a pause. So somebody would really resonate. I can't believe it. This is exactly what I was just talking about earlier. Because there's a lot of cards around taking a pause, taking a break. You got the yoga. You also got the stop card earlier. And I keep on hearing that for someone who chose this pile, in which you have been, overworking. And anything that is too much is not good. Okay? That's why balance is the key in life. So it says here, breaking the hustle cycle and moving into sustainable success. Let's get 2 more. Sluggishness. Shaking off physical lethargy to step into active momentum. That's why there's something about action, right? So you're overcoming that. And finally, imitation. Okay? Stepping away from copying others to embrace your uniqueness. Okay? There you go. So these are, just examples. Not all of them will be resonating with you, but that's why I pulled up so many cards. But definitely one of them or 2 of them would resonate with you. That's what you'll be overcoming next. So, before we end this reading, let me pull up some messages for you from Spirit. Start off with this one. Message for group number 3, please. Oh, that was actually fast. And what is this? See, it says help is on its way. The raging sea will soon abate, and a great light will heal your heart. This is a time of deep, profound, and positive transformation. But courage, strength, and patience are required. You are supported by a sea of love. Congratulations. So that's why they're saying don't give up. Don't lose faith, okay? Help is on its way, you guys. You will overcome the storms, basically, of your life. All right, let's try to pull up more. Any other message for pile number 3? See? You got miracles. You got believe in the impossible. You just got help is on its way. Wow. I can't believe this, you guys. It's so powerful. Now you got miracles. It says, I cannot believe this. Look at that. Have faith that your miracle is on its way. See, you guys? Man, this is crazy. So have faith that your miracle is on its way. Your prayers have been answered. Surrender the how. Oh, boy. Congratulations, group number 3. And then let's get one last message for you before we end this reading. And it says, choice is the most powerful tool that you have. Every choice you make shuts some doors, but also opens several doors, bringing new experiences into your life. At any given time, you can change the direction of your life. You are only one choice away. Somebody needed to hear that message as well. Oh boy, I love this reading as well for pile number 3. it's just packed with so many synchronicities as well, just like the other groups. So I really do hope that this reading brought you inspiration. It actually shed some light for you, all right? And again, thank you very, very much for all of your support, pile number 3. I'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys. Love and light.